All right, welcome back. Not that's the video over for thank you. I love that music. Well, as we listen to music, our artist is now in the studio. So, gratitude. Over to you.
Okay, so our artist is Oluwa Gbenga Godwin Ajibola, an artist popularly known as Gen 6. You're welcome.
You're welcome,
So
Gen
good to have
6.
you
Yeah,
here.
thank you
In
very
fact,
much.
first, that name is what is captivating me. Why Gen 6? I know there's Gen Z, so why the Gen 6?
Why Gen 6?
Yeah. If you know there's Gen 6, then the reason is very similar, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. Gen 6 came from the initiative that I wanted to become the Gen Z artist about contemporary time. So
Okay.
here goes me.
So that's how you got your name.
Yeah, Gen 6.
Okay, so you wanted to ask a question. Ask it before I do.
I really wanted to ask a question. Going through your profile, I saw that you made a kind of move from what you studied in school. You studied engineering.
Yeah.
Then from that, you dived into your passion to
Yeah.
become an artist. So how were you able to navigate all of that?
Whoa, it wasn't really easy. It was a very, very tough run, actually. But what kept me focused on long run was just being true to myself, you understand? Because I remembered, I didn't see the initiative out that I was going to become an artist. I didn't even, my parents didn't know about it until, probably my 300, 400 level. That was when I found out that, yeah, it seems, but before then I was into music. I was a choir master.
Oh. Really?
Are you sure you're not going to sing us a song?
If we sing now, if not, we'll lock this door. So,
like, it's more like a motivation. You're like, if you are this good, because my plan initially was just to become a writer. You know, I love writing as much as I love reading. I love writing. So my plan, I just wanted to become a writer. You know, create novels and movies and the rest of them. But on long run, you know, people who saw, it was my friends and peers that saw the potential and encouraged me to, you know, to chase my dream. And then I became an artist.
Okay.
Wow. Choir master.
So how have you been so far? This journey you've started
as an artist?
Man, you feel ups and downs, you know. You have a lot of expectations, but you're not meeting it, and you still have to keep pushing. That's what I'm saying.
So, what was the most challenging part as being an artist, especially a Nigerian artist? What's the most challenging part for you?
The most challenging part being an artist, especially in this Nigeria that we are, is the controversy and, you know, the backlash and, you know, being an artist and with a unique style of music that people don't know much about. You know, for them to embrace it, it's not going to take an easy step.
So I'm sorry to cut you. What genre of music do you do? Because you said because of the type of music. So
my kind of music, I'm into Afro hip hop, Afro fusion, Afro trap, and my piano.
Oh, so Afro trap.
Yeah.
That's a new one.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm facing the challenges I'm facing, because you know, with uniqueness comes some kind of challenges, such as, you know, for people to understand.
Right. So make us understand what is Afro trap so that people can start embracing it now.
Alright, so for you to understand what Afro trap is, you need to understand what trap itself is all about. You understand? Now we are talking about trap music, which is a kind of pattern. You understand? That's it reoccurs, it repeats, because music is all about repeating pattern in different sequences. But now in trap, the time frame you give before you start repeating the pattern is unlike the normal time frame. Let's say you want to repeat the pattern after 4 bars or a normal Afro song. But now with trap, you can make it 6, you can make it 8, you know, and you know, before you hear something that repeats itself, it's going to take maybe you've gone into the middle of the song. So you just be listening to all through the song, you're listening to something new, something different is always coming in. So that's how trap is, you understand? The tune, the progression, the timing is always different for a long time, then down to a certain point, then, you know, repetition again. So that's what trap. Then now mixing it with Afro, you know, Afro is all about the kind of instruments. And for me as a producer, Afro is all about percussions. Yeah, because most of the Afro instruments we use are mostly percussion. Talking about the djembe, kalimba, all those things are percussion. Some Afro instruments too are wind instruments, but it's more of percussion. So when you have, you know, what makes trap mostly is all about the 808 that has been added to the song. I don't know if you've heard of 808, you understand? So when the 808 is there, we're getting a trap vibe. Then let's say when the kicks come in and some Afro instruments like the kalimba and all those, it gives it a very kind of juicy vibe, you understand? So that's how we blend Afro into trap. You understand? Then hip hop, hip hop is more about flows in the reading. You understand? It's about how you articulate your words and how the words relate. You understand? So that's hip hop. People want to hear you rap, kind of rap, but you don't really have to be audible. You just have to flow with the beats you've created. You understand?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's how it is with
That's
Afro hip hop.
another thing entirely. Even though I'm saying there are some things I do not understand because you started speaking sometimes and like, this is music class. Because I do not understand. Like when you say the 808, I want to call it.
Yeah.
What is that for crying out loud?
You can listen to my song, my recent song.
Do you have a video yet? A video out yet?
Yeah, I have a lot of videos out on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel that I post some music videos.
That's nice. Maybe by next week we'll play some of the videos because time is already up.
Yeah,
like it's past spent already today. But we'd like to play. So let's even hear the Afro track. Let's know what.
Yeah. You can start listening for my recent updates. I just dropped a song last month. Title of the song is Champion Gen 6. Yeah.
Can you even give us a sneak peek of the song? Like sing a little Choir Master.
Celebration. I no go ever feel capable head no fee be tail. Change free my spirit from jail. CC's in trillion on my bill. Common person, but still I prevail. Chop life well as I travel. Cups running over, no any curtail. Cryptocurrency, popping my mail.
I like that part. I can notice, I think I was trying to understand the Afro track while you were singing.
Yeah.
Because usually you're expecting the same flow, like you said. But I was seeing a different flow, When I'm about going like this, I notice it changes to maybe...
That's the trap in it. That's the trap in it.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm playing with you. I'm playing with you. So let's even put you up. If you want to make a collaboration with one of the biggest top Nigerian celebrities, artists, who would you collaborate with?
Right now, right this moment, man. If you're listening to me, Zlatan, it's you that want to collaborate with me.
Really?
Yeah.
Zlatan, have you heard him?
Yeah, man,
He wants to collaborate with you.
Yeah.
And okay, if you want to collaborate with international artists, who would it be?
International artists. Oh. That's a very deep one because my favorite international artists, they've kicked the bucket. No, they've kicked the bucket, my favorite.
What's that though?
I love Michael Jackson, I love Tupac, all those men, they're not with us. So, as sad as it is, we have to keep pushing.
Yeah, we have to keep pushing.
But currently, I would like to go with Lee Baby, you understand? I like his trap vibes, you understand? Yeah, because the baby would be nice to have an international collaboration with the baby.
Okay, great. That's it.
Okay, so what advice would you give to Gen Zs trying to navigate from what they were brought up to do or what they did or what they're doing to what they really want, pursuing their passion? What advice would you give to them?
Alright, I'll start by saying this, Gen Zs, your presido is speaking, so you listen, you understand? Like Gen Z out there, you need to understand something. In this life, you just have to be dedicated. And dedication, you have to have a vision for your life, which you chase with discipline. Discipline is as underrated as it's gonna sound. Discipline is very, very important. In fact, I have a lot of music students that I've brought up over the years, right from my home, and I always tell them this: if you're not ready to discipline yourself, you should find another career for yourself, because the fundamental of music is discipline. Me coming here now and just giving you the vibes, and you think, it takes years and hours of practice to be very good, As an artist now, you go out hanging with your friends and you don't want to take something cold, and they're like, is it that you don't want to faji, but you have a song to sing, you have to keep your vocals warm, you understand? So those are very, very challenging things that requires discipline. So as a Gen Z, you have to learn to be disciplined. Yeah. You can also listen to my song, Discipline Destiny, I said something about that. Yeah, it's my album. It's my album. Best Initiative, Better Live Exemplary.
Okay. So Gen Zs, you've heard it. You've heard Gen Zs. Make sure you are disciplined. If you want to pursue your passion, make sure you are disciplined. At every point, you have to be disciplined.
Okay, so since you are the, what did you say, president
of
Gen Z,
yeah,
because it's Gen 6.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us your social media handles and how people can get to you just because they want to get disciplined too?
Yeah. So, you can catch me on TikTok at Gen6, GEN6IX. And I go by at Bolas_37 on Facebook and X and Instagram. So on Instagram and on X, you can follow me at Bolas_37. Then on TikTok, you can follow me at Gen6. Yeah.
Love that. That's nice.
Thank you very much.
Anyways, there's also something I wanted to ask you. You know, a lot of people go into music for different reasons.
Yeah.
What was the real reason for you saying, okay, after this book, why study? I want to actually go for music. What was the drive for you?
All right. Personally, me, I think I have a kind of syndrome in this contemporary time. We call it ADHD. You know, and people with ADHD, they like to multitask. You understand? So I integrate music virtually into everything I do. Like sometimes I even sleep with earpiece on. Wow. Yeah, I love music so much. You understand? But the way the world is changing, the pattern of music that I enjoy, and I don't listen to it often. Like it's not being created as often as I want to listen to it. So that's why I decided to come in and save myself. You understand? Yeah, create the kind of music that I like. Yeah, so I do music for myself. Very. Then any other person that is listening, you're a fan, but I'm a number one fan. My number one fan is myself.
Of course, you have to love yourself for yourself first.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's look also at the angle of aside from music, is there any other thing or project you're maybe working on? Like you said, you like to multitask, right? You did your schooling, and now are you still a choir master though?
Yeah. Okay. Recently, I opened I'm a chef too.
Oh,
yeah. So recently, I want to have a kind of a kitchen, where we do all kinds of cuisines, domestic and intercontinental.
Really? Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So how far gone are you in this project?
Well, already when I came to Port Harcourt, because I'm a Port Harcourt boy. So when I came to Port Harcourt, after my first 6 months, I opened my first kitchen, Bola's Tasty Kitchen at LLM1. Yeah, but the business didn't go as expected due to some shortcoming, you understand, vocational faculties and all those things. But despite, I still pushed forward. This year, I opened another branch again of Bola's Tasty Kitchen with alongside Vibeman record label, because I have a record label. Nice. I'm a recording artist. Yeah. So I opened another branch at Orazi, still in Port Harcourt, but due to some kind of limitations, business had to fold again. So, but now I'm looking at getting my own permanent place and raising my kitchen where we can, we can sell good food. Yeah, that's what I love. Apart from music, I love good food too.
Good food? Is there a man that doesn't like food? But I like the fact that you said good food. Because sometimes the man will tell you, see, just bring food, let me. I like good food is good.
I don't eat because I'm hungry. I eat because I'm appetized.
It's looking salivating. Okay, so if you want to talk to your fans, those who are following you, those who are looking up to you, both from music to career to your personality, what would you tell them about yourself that they probably do not know? They see it all rosy with you now. Oh, he's on TV, hey. Oh, he's having an interview or something. But there is there's a secret behind this. Of
course, there's a big secret. I'm a bookworm. I'm a bookworm, man. I read a lot. I read a lot. You will know until maybe you're my sister or my brother. You wouldn't. So I have my sisters. There was a time during Corona holiday that the school was closing down in the university and everyone had to go home. So I had to pack just a little bit of my books and bring them home like and study over the holiday. And what I call a little was not little for my family members. I came home with this big must go. Just fill the books. And they just came around and hugged me thinking maybe I bought something for the house, you understand? Only for them to open it and see books.
Oh my
If I'm the
God.
one, if I'm your style, chase you out of
I'll chase you out. Go back.
like, what's that? How did you bring Gbenga must go and you're dragging it? And probably they even helped you take it.
Yeah, that was. I was even shocked when they came and embraced me because I was not expecting them to come and embrace me. I was expecting to just walk into the house and drop my bag, but they saw me from afar and they ran and hugged me. I was like, what's wrong? So I brought something home.
Only to find out that they are all books. Okay, so let's go a little bit personal. Are you in a relationship? Are you single?
Yeah, currently I'm still single.
Are you Hey, say Gen 6 says single.
It's
If your
single.
girlfriend is out there
know,
and she's listening to you, you will go and say, you explain no evidence.
I'm single and searching. Please, my people, I'm very single and searching.
Alright, she's single and searching. So
Yeah, but you don't know how single I might walk out of here now and I'll not be a single man anymore. Nobody
So
knows.
please hurry, wipe the offer last. Okay, so last question for the day. Between fame
Yeah.
and money,
Mm-hmm.
which would you go for?
Money, and money again. Man, I don't need the fame.
Why do everybody go for money? Like, why?
What do I need the fame for? What's the
Really?
fame?
So do you think money can bring you fame too?
Of course.
Are you sure?
Yeah, money can bring
How
you fame.
do you want to go about it? Because I feel like a lot of people have money, but they're not even famous.
Being famous is all about, the thing about music is, let me not even say music, the thing about art generally. Art is an expression of your reality.
Yeah.
It's the way you perceive life that you can explain it in your songs, or in your poetry, or in your, movie or whatever you're doing. So, like me now that I'm singing about, getting a Queen Gemera. If my fans now it look like a fairy tale because they haven't seen me driving one, yeah, you understand. But when you give me that money, I achieve one Queen Gemera, and I sing about it again. They'll come and listen to that song and say, yeah, the boy really has a Queen you understand? So it's all about the money, man.
Yeah, about the
I think I'm
money.
waiting on that one. What is fame without money?
Money,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because you can't even be famous for the wrong things,
For the
actually.
wrong things.
Yeah, man,
I'll go
very.
with you for the money. Don't you have any questions for him? So we'll wrap up.
No, I don't.
Okay, so anyways, lastly, before you go, who do you want to give shout out to? Because I know a lot of people are looking out for this interview. So who would you want to give a shout out to?
First and foremost, major shout out go to my number one, my Diwana, my mama, Black Mama. Shout out to you, Momsi.
Oh.
Yeah, then my dad too, shout out to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has been very supportive. Then my bosses, I've worked in many companies. 90s, I see you, 90s Global Resource. That was where I started working in the kitchen officially.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I became the shawarma king from 90s. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I shout out to 90s.
I wish I knew all of these things. Now they said you should bring.
Really?
You're just making us sound like it. So anyways, it's fine.
No, every time I will invite you guys to come to my kitchen, and help yourself. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Anyway, thank you so very much. It's been fun having you on set towards the later hour of the program, and it's been so much fun with him, Gen 6, the president of the Gen Z. See your president. She's a Gen Z.
Yeah, you look more like it.
Oh, she looks more like it. Okay. So I was fun with the president of Gen Z, Gen 6. And it was so much fun with everyone watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. And I hope you enjoyed the show too.
I did.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Anyway, we'll call it a wrap today on the buzz. It's been so much fun, from the music to the trailers to the stories, and of course the president of Gen Z, Gen 6, being here with us in the studio, and of course my co-host Gratitude. It's been so much fun. I hope you have a beautiful weekend for yourself. My name is Just Blossom. Bye for now.
Thank you so much for joining us on this great and amazing episode of The Buzz with the president of Gen Z, our president. It's really amazing. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Make sure you go out there, have fun, take care of yourself, focus on yourself, invest in yourself, and be happy because it's Friday. My name is Gratitude. I'm a Gen Z host. Goodbye.